All right, everyone. Welcome back to the Gamer Like Dad podcast. Here we are.
Woohoo! Let's go.
Episode 6. Well, technically it's maybe 7, but actually what happened was 6 was our Hogwarts Legacy gameplay. And then we had some audio issues.
Yep.
And then we posted it on YouTube. So if you guys want to check that out, go ahead. It's a little haphazard.
A little bit of a hot mess in some areas.
A little bit of hot mess. But we tried. That's all. That's what matters.
Still fun playing Hogwarts and everything.
It was good. But it was like, so it's like, this is episode 6.5.
Yeah. I'd say that's fair.
6.5.
Well, that means we have to mess up again so that we can get back on even numbers.
Yeah. That's probably what it is.
Unfortunate, but
yeah. Guys, thanks for being here. We appreciate the support. If you haven't yet, subscribe, like, the podcast. Go, what really helps us out, I'm going to ask right at the beginning, go give us a review. We need some new reviews on, and wherever you pull this podcast from, we would love a review. We like 5 stars. I mean, you don't have to. I'm going to slip it in there. 5 stars would be fantastic.
Do they have an E for effort?
E for effort. There should be. 5 stars or E for effort.
One of the two.
Yeah, they'll give us the or. Anyway, guys, but I am Gamer Like Dad. And to my left is actually my dad.
Yep. I am Elder Geek Gamer on YouTube.
Yep. And to my right, my better self and how do you
your younger self?
How do you my younger self and who's better than me in pretty much every way?
not really. Especially not gaming wise. I have much to learn from my father.
I don't.
Padawan.
I don't necessarily think him not gaming as much as me is a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah.
Is it Padawan Bentley?
Yeah, he's Padawan. Yeah, absolutely.
Indeed. I'm in training.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But guys, if you're new here, we appreciate you checking us out. We are 3 generations of gamers. My dad, who started all this craziness back in the day before consoles even existed.
What did I do?
It's fantastic. And the whole purpose of creating this podcast for you guys to listen to is to get just kind of our insights and opinions. It's actually partly a historical record of experiences that my dad has had. And I've really just selfishly wanted to relive them. Basically. And of course, I've had fantastic experiences with my son, Bentley, over here, and the little guy as well, right?
That's right.
Your brother, he's 3, and he's already gaming way earlier than Bentley ever did. So that's one lucky kid.
I probably started gaming at like now. No, just kidding.
My wife didn't let him game until he was probably, 10?
Yeah, something like that.
It was a while. And he's already gaming at 3. So anyway.
We'll see what comes of it.
Yeah.
He'll be a pro gamer and make tons of money.
He's already
streamer.
He's already destroying at Kirby, but we'll get into that in a little bit. Guys, we have 3 segments we're going to talk about today. The first one is we're going to just talk about what we've been doing over the last, literally it's been 6 weeks, I think, since our last podcast. It's definitely been over a month. Second segment, we're going to talk about, we're going to reminisce and also just kind of pay tribute to the 3DS and the Wii U, because the eShop officially tonight is Monday night, the 27th.
Closes in a half hour our time.
Closes in a half hour our time. We're recording at 7, so 7:30? Is that what they said?
7:30 right now.
Okay.
No, it's 7:30 right now.
Oh, it closes at 8.
Closes at 8.
Okay. So the eShop is closing, and we've all kind of scrambled and looked and see if there were games that we wanted to get. And
I bought a few things.
yeah, we're gonna talk about it. That's awesome. And then the third segment, guys, if you want to skip all that and don't want to listen to any of that stuff, we're going to get emotional. We're going to talk about our experiences as dads and kiddos. Our first experience that we remember gaming, whether it was a game or a console, something that kind of just hit the heartstrings, or something you just remember.
The earliest memories.
The earliest memories. We're going to dig way back. We're going to hit that time machine. But let's kick it off. I'm going to let Dad, what have you been doing over the last 6 weeks? Yeah, since Hogwarts Legacy released.
Well, I've been playing Hogwarts Legacy, so it's been my prime game. But
do tell.
The big thing that I've been playing was the PSVR 2.
Oh,
it was delivered to my doorstep. I hooked it up, and I said, wow, those are some awesome graphics. I said Call of the Mountain was fantastic, except it was pretty much a climbing game.
Now, for those who don't know what Call of the Mountain is, what series is that from? Horizon, right?
Horizon.
Yeah, okay.
So
now, was that an actual full gameplay game?
yeah, it's quite a few hours. So it's not just a demo. It's not just a tech demo.
Okay.
It's a real game. So that was cool.
I've heard the game is beautiful.
Yeah. And then I played Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which is really, really sweet. It's also available on the Quest, but the PSVR 2 is a step above in graphics from the Quest. So.
Right.
And then I got done looking at that and what games were coming out and saw all these horror games coming out and looked at something I might be interested in playing and realized there was really not a lot coming out that I was going to be interested in playing. And so I packed it up all nicely, put it in the boxes and sent it back to Sony, and they were nice enough to promptly give me my money back.
Oh man. So you returned it. So was it just the fact that there was not a lot of titles in the near future?
Well, first of all, it was like $650.
So price is a big one.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And you also have to have a PS5 to play it.
Which I already had.
So you're already right.
So I was good there.
But people trying to get into it have to spend almost $1,200.
Yeah, they really do. And then the bad part about it is no backwards compatibility. We're going to talk about the Wii U today. One of the things the Wii U did right, even though it really was had a rough start and rough lifetime difficulties.
It really is
was that it had Wii compatibility, backwards compatibility.
It did.
There is no backwards compatibility on the PSVR 2, which, that would have taken a lot of effort on Sony's part, but it's what made Game Pass so great on the Xbox, bringing all those old titles back forward.
Mm-hmm.
And they've even done a fairly decent job on the PS5, but not doing it on the PSVR 2, I think, is going to be its weakness.
Yeah.
So, let us know if you ended up getting one and what you thought about it. I just couldn't justify the expense for the amount of value and the amount of playtime I was going to get out of it.
Yeah, I've heard that on podcasts. Several people thought, Horizon's pretty. Oh, I saw the big mech dinosaur walk over me.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I that's a good experience. Now, if you have $550 to just throw at it, then and you're a PlayStation fan. I mean, we love the PSVR 1. I mean, we had some good experiences.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What was our favorite game on that one? You remember, Bentley?
Probably Beat Saber, right?
Oh, yeah.
Beat Saber.
Beat Saber's hard to
top
beat.
of my list. The second one is Farpoint.
Farpoint, the shooter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the aim gun.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty fun.
It was a great experience. So, the other thing for me, just turning 70 years old, I'm not as it's not as comfortable for me to do VR as it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
So most people don't need to worry about that from it. But if you are older like me, if you're older than mold, you might want to take that into account. Unless you're already using a Quest or something and you're really comfortable with VR. But not for me. I got my money back. I'm happy.
Yeah. Then you had the experience. You got to, and you think later on when there's a ton more games out, if that happens, there's a lot of speculation that this just might be a money sink that Sony put in. Do you think it would attract you back? You think it'd bring you back?
I'll give that a strong maybe.
Oh, okay. So no. Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing. That's awesome. I wanted to hear about what the PSVR 2 was doing. Like I said, we had some good experiences with the PSVR 1. Now Beat Saber's on everything.
Yeah.
So, and I'm going to send it over to you, Bentley, but we have an Oculus Quest 2, and I've said it before, I can't go back to having a cable. Having no cable is like the best thing ever, and just being able to go play anywhere. You can go play out in the yard if you want,
Yeah, but for the Quest to match the graphical fidelity on the PSVR 2, you've got to hook it up to a PC. And when you hook it up to a PC and you put that into the equation as far as money goes, it's a whole different deal again.
I mean, my gaming PC is what? I mean, that PC is probably 25. It's probably $3,000 machine.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, no, I guess that's still a pretty good value if you're comparing it to a PC setup.
Coming from an old Sony setup, there was actually two OG PSVRs.
Mm-hmm.
One had a really bad junction box with lots of cables, and then they pared it down to maybe half the cables and make it easier to do. And then you went to one cable. So from that perspective, PSVR 2 was awesome. One cable was just like, I can't believe they got it down to one cable.
Yeah. That's awesome. Awesome. So is that everything you've been into? So you got Hogwarts Legacy, you got the PSVR 2. I mean, that's quite a lot.
The only other thing I've just really enjoyed was as I've been chasing down what games to buy from the eShop for the 3DS XL that I own,
which we'll get into.
and my Wii U.
Yeah.
I sat there and started playing the games. It was like, this is so much fun.
Okay, well, we'll hold that thought because I want to know.
So that's also what I've been into.
What you've been jumping into. Okay, so we'll segue into that. Bentley, what have you been into over the last 6 weeks?
Yeah, I've been getting back into some old games, comfort food games, as you would put it.
I have floated around watching you do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, we started playing like Stardew Valley together a little bit.
Yeah, we started
and then
we were going to record, and then we're so wussy because we end up not recording content.
And then I just ended up taking off and started my own farm again.
So let me tell you what he does. We start a game. We're like, hey, we're going to record, make a series, blah, blah, blah. And then he has that hankering. He can't wait for me. He can't wait for the next day. And so he's like on the Switch in his bed and he plays like through the whole game. And then he's burned out.
And then I get burned out in a few days and I stop. So,
he's robbed me.
I think
you got jettisoned.
I know. He's ejected.
Next time, we'll totally record next time.
Poor dad.
That's never going to happen again.
You have this on video, so you can hold him to it.
That's true.
Have this queued up and ready to go.
Sure.
Remember what you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. I should just post like our part content on the channel. If you guys want to check out our content, Gamer Like Dad on YouTube, and also Elder Geek Gamer on YouTube. Little plug there. But I should just go ahead and like post like our halfway done stuff and be like, well, Bentley would be here, but
yeah.
So Stardew Valley,
and then Terraria was the other one.
Ooh, Terraria. Tell me more, because you sucked me back into that one.
Yeah. I've definitely sunk some hours into both Terraria and Stardew Valley, and I started a new playthrough, got into hard mode, and that was about it. But then I got burnt out. But that's how it goes for me.
How many times have you played through that game?
I've probably started like 6 different worlds, but some of them were like 1 hour of playing, and then there's one that I have like over 100 hours, maybe.
Terraria is like one of those games where I'm gonna
not.
try and pull up some gameplay for people who are but you can keep talking. But yeah,
I don't know what you've been visiting, but your ads down below are for pancakes.
Yeah, I know. Pancakes.
Amazing.
But Terraria is one of those games. It's like Minecraft. It's like any game that sets up and generates a world. So the world is different every time.
Right.
So that's pretty addictive.
I like games that do that.
Yeah. So So Bentley, what was your previous experience with Terraria? Wasn't it? Remember, you were playing on the other Xbox. He had an Xbox
360.
One S. No, it was 1S. Remember the one that was locking out?
No, that's 360.
Was it?
One.
It was the Xbox One.
Yeah. Well, I keep getting all of them confused.
Yeah.
Xbox One. So I started a world, and that was the one that I've put the most hours into. I was like going all out, summoner class,
Mm-hmm.
I was pretty good, if I do say so myself. And but then I got like a bug or something, and when I was fighting the
It's a brand new year and a brand new
I forgot what they're called.
Sorry, guys.
They were like the temple dudes or something. I don't know. They spawn in like the temple after you beat Golem, I think. Yeah. Something like that. It's been a while.
It was the Fanatic.
Yeah.
You were playing the Fanatic.
And it would freeze when I got to that game.
Nice.
So I think I just had too many summons, I was so goated that the game couldn't even handle it. So
so goated.
He was goated.
So that's how that playthrough ended. Sadly, I didn't even beat the Moon Lord, but yeah, that's about it.
There's the King Slime. So what's great about this game, Dad? It's obviously a side-scrolling Minecraft type. You dig down, there's layers of the world, and each layer you can go all the way down to hell. And the final boss for the regular level world is called the Wall of Flesh. And he side scrolls and he's got eyeballs, and you have to beat the Wall of Flesh. Once you do, it puts you into hard mode, so it levels the world, and then new things spawn. But what's genius about this game, and this game has been out forever, and it was huge on PC first, obviously. And it's just, they have named weapons to find. Like, it's got that depth, which you would never expect from
Destiny depth.
It's got the Destiny depth. Yep. From just this little mining. There's what was that? What's that enemy? The flying eyeball.
Oh yeah, Eye of Cthulhu.
The Eye of Cthulhu, yeah. Anyway, and he goes into like crazy mode. But anyway, so this is the game that we're getting into. So what's funny, I started in with him and I started playing next to him, and I just went over to the left and there were these 3 huge trees. I mean, you never get trees like side by side, these big ones that have hollow openings where you can go in them. And I decided just to build a tree house and just make all these rooms in the tree and have all the NPCs come and live in them. And I had barely even played the game. All I did was build a house. I was like the happy homemaker of Terraria.
Nice.
So, and this is Chippy Gaming, the channel that we're playing. He's a big Terraria YouTuber, but
he has his own couch in the game. It's called Chippy's Couch.
Chippy's Couch, yeah.
That's when you know you have an impact on the game for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But that's a fun one. So Bentley, you've had Stardew Valley and
yeah,
and Terraria.
Gone through those once again.
Nice. Is that it?
That's about it. Yeah.
All right. Well, obviously you've already heard that I was playing Terraria with Bentley as well. We've been trying to get back into Minecraft and record some Minecraft on the channel, which we're still going to try and do maybe someday down the road. Oh, which, by the way, guys, we're taking suggestions. So if you want to leave comments or suggestions on Gamer Like Dad and let us know, we're going to start using Discord and doing all that stuff someday and get fancy like everybody else does. But
takes a lot of brain power.
In the meantime, you could just email Chris at A Gamer Like Dad and let us know if there's ideas that you want us to do with the 3 of us even, right? But what I've been doing also, aside from playing Terraria with Bentley and trying to play Stardew Valley, is I went down the Kirby rabbit hole. Now, you guys know, and those who have listened to the podcast previously, okay, I never played Kirby. I missed Kirby. Kirby was a portable. It was on DS, 3DS, right?
Never played it.
Yeah, Dad. So the only portable game I think I remember having was a Game Boy, right? Like the OG Game Boy, I think. That was about my timeline. By the time I got older, 3DS, I was already married, kid, had our oldest kid, right? And so we had no money to put towards video games, and that's why I didn't buy the first generation of Pokemon cards, which I'm regretting. But so we started playing Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Graham and I beat that. Oh, by the way, Bentley. So quick story. I thought Graham erased our game. We got all the way to the end, which there's extra gameplay at the end of Forgotten Land.
There's always multiple endings.
There's multiple endings, and we were going to the second ending, and I pulled up the Switch. I went somewhere and came back, and the game was gone. And I thought Graham...
Were you under a different profile?
Yeah. Well, no. No, Graham just had gone. So basically what happened was I thought it was missing for about a week. Graham was very sad. And this is my 3-year-old. And I went in and I was like, oh, he just chose a different save file.
Yeah.
Under the profile.
Nice.
Like you know how you just get in that blinder mode where you're like, I went to my profile, then I went to his profile and neither existed. And I'm like, wait. And then I went, oh, he clicked on another save.
So if you have your children destroying your video game saves, please let us know.
Yes. Yeah, we'll let you know what to check, and maybe it didn't happen. So we beat that game. We had a blast. And then so I'm guilty of maybe him seeing a couple videos of Kirby on YouTube because these are just kids channels where the guys just play through the game and, it's cute commentary. So then we went back and we played. Oh, remember, guys, there was a Nintendo Direct a couple weeks ago, and Nintendo announced Kirby's Return to Dreamland. They did a remaster version. And so we're like, okay, we're playing that.
Wasn't it like just announced?
It was just announced. So Graham and I started playing that, and we beat that one.
Wow.
And then we went back to Kirby Star Allies, which means there's 4 players in this one. And I can be an NPC and be different characters, and that you can scroll. There's, a plethora of characters you can play. And let me tell you, Kirby is a fun game to play. Sucking in those abilities.
I think he kind of sucks.
He definitely sucks. And then the piece de resistance, and this is going to be our segue into the next section. He saw a clip of Kirby in a mech suit, and I'm like, wait, Kirby's in a mech suit? And so we saw on the 3DS is Kirby Planet Robobot.
Yeah.
And I looked on YouTube channels like The Completionist. Shout out to a YouTuber called The Completionist. He's got a pretty large channel. Who else?
Metal Jesus.
It was in their top 10 lists.
It was.
Of this Kirby Planet Robobot.
It looked interesting to me. I just happened to look at it yesterday too.
Yes. So that is going to be our segue in the fact that that then put my mind on the 3DS, which then now brings us into this second segment, which I think here, do I have some music for the second segment? Oh yeah, there we go. That was great. So yeah, the 3DS eShop and Wii U eShop are closing tonight at 8 o'clock. Is it closed?
7:46.
7:46. We have 14 minutes. Okay,
Right.
this is great. Who wants to lead off? Whoa, 14. Oh, we got Siri talking to us. Who wants to lead us on this one?
I'll go forward. If
You want to go forward? Go ahead, Dad. We'll just keep making the rounds.
So I spent the last couple of days looking at the eShop for the 3DS. I have a 3DS XL.
Mm-hmm.
If you can show this to folks.
Ooh, Bentley, you want to hold it? You want to hold it up for him? And I'm
I'll
going to
tell
look
you.
for.
Monster Hunter 3DS XL.
Nice.
And that's I used to have a, was it a 2DS or what's it called? Just the regular DS?
Yeah, there was a
Just a
2DS
DS, right?
and then there was a DS.
Right.
Open it up.
And of course, I've got the box that goes with it.
Nice. Now
Types of-
I recently looked because they don't make 3DSs anymore, and any special edition 3DSs like these, Dad, you pulled up the price. How much is this one listed for?
Oh, this one? This
Yeah.
one's the
Or selling for?
650.
650. I looked at the Pokemon ones, Bentley. $1,000. The Pokemon
Wow.
themed 3DSs. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And just to give that some additional weight, hold that up for me, which is Bentley. That special
Ooh.
edition of
For those that are just
Metroid.
listening on YouTube, if you want to go look, we're holding up the games. Metroid. What is this one? Sorry, Dad. Samus Returns.
Samus Returns, and this is a special edition that has the CD soundtrack inside of it.
Oh, nice.
And there, that's going for 75, no, 100 and some odd dollars.
I don't
Yeah.
doubt it.
So
That is really cool.
everything 3DS is going to go through the roof, especially if it was only available on the digital shop and not available elsewhere.
Sure.
Or if you've got a physical version, all the physical versions are just going to go skyrocketing. So anyway, I didn't want to spend a lot of money. And I really put my focus on the Wii U, to be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole thing that got me into the Wii U, Bentley, you can be my,
Yes.
was Zombie U, which is a game with.
Now, what was unique about that?
What was awesome about it, I was just so stoked when I saw it, is you've got the gamepad itself that is separate from the console itself, right?
Yeah.
You could manage your inventory. You could manage, well, in fact, it says on the back, Bentley, take a look on the different things you can manage.
Okay. So let's see. Yeah. Inventory management, weapon crafting, sniper,
Oh, you can snipe the heads with the screen.
Yep.
black light scanner, and door hacking.
How
Come on,
cool.
now that's cool. Now, the one thing they don't tell you about until you start to play it is that
Nice,
while
Bentley.
you are in your interface on the gamepad messing with things, the game world doesn't pause. The zombies are still coming at you and all
Mhm.
around you. So you're like always under super duper pressure to get stuff done quickly because there's probably
Wow.
something chewing on your neck.
That's kind of
I
scary.
remember watching you play this.
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah.
I still love it.
Yeah.
So
And you said you didn't like horror games. This is different though. It's probably a little different.
It's compelling enough that I could put that aside. But anyway,
Yeah.
so what I did pick up let me tell you what I picked up for the Wii U. I picked up Duck Hunt for the Wii U.
Wait, from the OG Nintendo?
Yeah, you cannot play Duck Hunt on today's TVs, or unless you have an older
Like RGB.
Yeah, exactly. But you can if you have a Wii U. You can play Duck Hunt using the Wii controllers.
Bentley still to this day shames me for selling our Wii U because I was in that.
I don't shame
Well,
you.
no, he doesn't. But
you should shame me.
it was actually, there were a couple times
should.
where you're like, man, why did we sell the Wii U? You have asked that before. And I was telling him we were in that day and age where, we would just trade in a console to go up to the next one because we didn't have extra money to buy
Right.
extra consoles.
That's what we all did.
Yeah.
But
And it's sad to
I
think
didn't
about.
want to spend a lot of money, so $4.99 for that. Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles, $2.99. Come on.
Yeah.
Um,
Anything under $3.
Resident Evil Revelations, $2.99. D&D Chronicles of Mystara, $2.99. And Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, believe it or not, $2.99.
Which the system you have right now is 4 Ultimate, right?
Yeah, I think
So you bought the game before. That's
Yeah.
cool.
So I got all those. I also got Resident Evil Mercenaries for $2.99. And I bought 3D Outrun for $5.99 just because it looks so cool in 3D to
Oh,
take
wait,
that card.
Outrun the racing game?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I remember that from arcades.
There are quite a few Sega downloads, but you can also get them as
Yeah.
cartridges too. So,
Nice.
so that's what I bought for the Wii U.
Did you put all these on a card, like on just a memory card?
They're on a card on the Wii U
Okay.
or on the hard drive. I don't remember which they're saved to.
Okay. I have another question, but I'll wait till the end.
Yeah. And then I think I just got one for the those two for the 3DS. The Outrun and the Mercenaries were the two 3DS games I got.
Okay.
So that was it. I didn't spend a ton of money. Took me a while to go through and make sure I didn't miss something that I really wanted that I couldn't get later. And they'd priced down quite a few items, but still they left a lot of items really expensive too,
Oh yeah.
which was a shame. I wasn't going to spend $29 or $49 on a digital download.
Well, that was it. I was looking, the hunt for Planet Robobot, right? Kirby.
Mhm.
It was the same price digital as it is physical.
Exactly.
And like, if I want to get a good condition physical, like barely used, like on eBay, it's $10 more, but I might as well go for that and get the collectible rather than having a digital version if I'm going to spend that much money. So
Yeah.
I was going to ask you on the shop. Well, I lost the thought. I lost the thought on the question for the eShop. But Bentley, what did you have anything else on the eShop and the Wii U?
That's what I bought. And
Is there anything else on those games you brought? Because you brought a whole pile there.
oh yeah, I bought other things.
Super Mario U. That's a frustrating man. That game is so
That's a lot of
frustrating.
fun for multiple people to play together.
Remember, we would run into each other
Yeah.
and bounce people off
That's the best.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then
Good game.
we're really looking at things that are unique to
Super Mario
the
3D World.
Nintendo.
Now, can we just say how amazing? I know a lot of people turn the 3D off on the 3DS,
Oh no.
but there's certain games that just, it was easier to use when you had the 3D on.
Mhm.
I felt like in Super Mario World. Did you use the 3D much, Bentley?
Yeah.
And then of
As long
course
as
great things like this.
my eyes could handle it.
Yeah. And which one is that? Is that Ocarina? No.
No. Wind
Oh,
Waker.
that's Wind Waker. Oh,
And
yes.
then Star Fox Zero. And then two more things on the 3DS that
Guys-
are cartridges. Of course, I got a lot on the system, so we're not going to go through all those.
Yeah.
Bentley, I think you have this one too, don't you?
Yeah,
Yes.
we got it right here.
Yeah.
Do you have,
Luigi's Mansion.
and do you have this one?
I do not have this one.
Guess you can borrow it from.
Zelda.
Nice. Which Zelda is it?
A Link Between Worlds.
Oh.
You.
You
So
go
th-
flat.
So this is the one I was requesting. So I was going to tell you guys I wanted to record a little bit of this, and I don't know how I'm going to record 3DS gameplay off for the channel. But Bentley and I, we call ourselves Zelda fans. Now he has an excuse because he's younger than I am, but I never played A Link Between Worlds, and I never played the one that just got released on the Nintendo on the Switch in the retro, the Minish Cap.
Oh, yeah.
I never played that one.
I never did either.
Yeah, and so I've missed a lot of games because I wasn't in the portable age period. Like, again, I was older.
Yeah. For
What-
sure.
What do you remember about what 3DS or Wii U, Bentley, as far as?
Let's see. So I'll go into 3DS first, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, that was kind of more recent. Yeah, I remember. Well, the games that I had Luigi's Mansion.
I'll pull 'em up.
I did have Super Mario 3D World as well.
Yeah.
Oh, and Pokemon. I guess I
Pokemon
did.
Moon.
Forgot about that one.
That's
yeah.
a more recent, though. That's more recent.
mhm. And then
Yeah.
I like Yoshi's Woolly World. I had some
Oh,
fun with
looked
that
good.
one.
That looked good.
Yeah,
That
you have
was-
that digitally, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a fun game. I like that one. I think
That's a cute game, the Woolly World.
trying to remember if I had anything else on there.
The 3-year-old should play that one.
Yeah.
Yoshi's
it's
Woolly World.
definitely a cute game
Mhm.
and fun too. And then Wii U. A lot of good memories with Wii U because that was kind of
Oh, I'm going to pull up.
um,
Go ahead, Bentley. Sorry.
yeah, we had growing up, there was a lot of gaming memories on the Wii U. I think that was basically one of the main consoles. That we played when we were
And that's
young.
when they made the move to HD. That's the first time you got a 1080p HD signal. And when I was playing the games the other night while I was looking at the store, it was like, this stuff looks awesome. Mario Kart 8. I love that level with the cows in the field and just hilarious. But
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
graphics were fantastic.
Here's Sweet Deo.
Yeah, I made sure we got
Okay,
Nintendo Land.
going
as a
back.
copy for them so he could play this.
Yeah, this was the best game on Nintendo Land. Grabbing the candy,
Amazing.
putting them in your mouth, your head gets fat, and then when you get chased, you have to spit them out to get faster to avoid.
We would die of laughter playing that game, crying basically.
And this is what makes the Wii U so special, was where they took good advantage of the gamepad itself, to where it enhanced the gameplay over not being able to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the best games.
Yeah.
And I forgot about how many amazing games this has.
We have to play this again. We're going to have to set up the Wii U. Because Nintendo's never going to bring the Nintendo Land to the
and
Switch.
You got to like blow into the sensor and it would lift you up on those platforms.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, so if you guys have really good memories of the 3DS or the Wii U, let us know what your good memories are and what you liked about it or what you didn't like about it. I think the Wii U was a great system. I really enjoy it and I wouldn't get rid of it for anything.
Yeah. It's so funny how you're playing as your Mii here, but you're in a Samus suit in Metroid, right? And there's a Pikmin mini adventure.
I don't know how that works now because the Mii universe is gone.
Oh, do you remember the Mii Plaza music?
Yeah, it's classic.
It's classic, right? Yeah, that was a good one.
I mean, people like just randomly at school. Sometimes you'll hear somebody playing the soundtrack for the Wii on a 10-hour loop. You know, it's just it'll never die.
Yeah,
even if it is kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
One of the other games I'll play on the Wii U is the Metroid trilogy. Because remember that the Wii U is backwards compatible with everything that's a Wii game.
That's fantastic. It's fantastic. There should be backwards compatibility with everything.
So not only do we have this new high-res version of Metroid, but we have the Metroid trilogy on Wii U. It looks pretty darn good, and you can use the older controllers from the Wii.
Let's throw out positive. I love it. Let's throw out positive vibes to when the next Switch comes out, that it will be backwards compatible because they've done it with Wii U and the Wii.
There's some discussion about the fact that it may not be, which would be just a real faux pas.
I mean, it's already nailing PSVR 2.
I'm the grandpa. You're the pa. We don't need a faux pas.
Faux pas, right. We already have the P. Well, paw. Wait.
The peepaw?
No, that's not what belly. I don't know what belly would be. But there's the paw, and the
paterfamilias.
Sun.
It's just belly's just like sun. That's all it is.
If you know what the paterfamilias is from, let me know.
Yeah. Okay. I agree with all of you guys on the 3DS stuff. And the Wii U. The Wii U again. I already said it. Nintendo Land. Good.
We are such geeks.
I don't need to contribute. Like, yeah, there's so many games. Again, I also even didn't the Wii Sports use the gamepad a little differently. Remember, like with golf, you could set it on the ground and the ball would be on the screen, and you can swing the nunchuck.
Oh, really?
And it would go over the ball, and you would hit it from the screen of the control pad out to the TV. Mm-hmm. I swear, I think that's. Comment below, guys, if you remember that action in the Wii Sports. I'm pretty sure they brought it up a level, but the problem with that was what was its downfall? Part of it was too complicated.
You know, my favorite one was on the Wii, Frisbee golf.
Oh yeah,
I love Frisbee golf. I played Frisbee growing up in Southern California. It was one of my favorite things to do, and to play Frisbee golf on the Wii was just like, yes.
I mean, Wii Sports arguably is just the best, right? Bowling.
Oh yeah.
Have you played the new version on the Switch?
No.
I haven't either.
Some people said it was good. Some people, I don't. It's almost like just went by and people didn't really talk about it.
Yeah, strange. I remember seeing like the first trailer for it, and I thought people were going to be talking about it like crazy, but I haven't really heard much. Probably just the nostalgia factor of the Wii Sports Resort can never be beat.
Yeah. Well, we're going to go right in. If that's all we have for this segment, guys, are we good on that? All right, we're going to go right in the third segment. Sweet. Okay. And we are going to talk about our experiences with Dad. First experience with console or game. And I'm going to throw it to you, Dad. And again, the reason I'm doing this is because I honestly don't remember all of our. I need you to recollect them out of my brain. They're too dusty.
You want an experience that I remember of you?
What's one of the earliest experiences? I think you said you pulled
Sega
one.
Master System.
Okay.
I remember playing some little Kung Fu YR or something like that.
Should I try and pull one up while you talk about it?
Yeah, Sega Master System.
I'm going to do it. Go ahead while you keep talking on.
And I remember playing that with Chris. And I remember you playing the NES with you.
Uh-huh.
These would have been the 1970s or so. 1970s.
Yeah.
No, I take that back. 1980s and 90s.
I'm going to see
about that. Senior moment.
Sega Master System, the best of the best. I'm just going to play something randomly, and we're going to take the audio out, but we're going to...
We had this down in our basement on this huge RCA television, this wooden cabinet. And I think you went in composite, the yellow connector was the best you could have done back then. I love Sega Lord X, by the way. He's just great. Anything Sega related.
Shout out to Sega Lord X on this video, on his channel.
I watch him a lot.
Look at this commercial. Batteries not included. Wait.
Look at that little controller.
Wait, this is Nintendo.
That's Nintendo.
Is this what Nintendo don't? Are they making fun? What's going on right here? Oh, he's got to be talking about like the Nintendo right now. Let's get into the Master System. Show us the Master System. Where is it? Okay, now we're looking at some games. Okay.
Excite Bike.
Excite Bike. Yes. Oh, I remember the roller skating one too. What was that called? The baseball. That's amazing, guys. We're looking at games just on.
That was Reggie Jackson Baseball.
Yep.
This is Outrun coming up next.
Oh man, Outrun. I played so much of Outrun.
Now, one of the good ways to play your Sega stuff is if you have a Sega Genesis Mini or Sega Genesis Mini 2.
Yeah. They've
got a lot of these games on them, and they really look good on HD.
Oh, we played this a bunch. This was this shooter, because I remember
was it Golpheus?
Well, I remember this alien dude at the end. This guy.
Oh, that's R-Type.
R-Type, yeah.
It's not just anybody's type. It's R-Type.
It's R-Type. And of course, everybody's nemesis, Sonic.
Yeah.
You didn't play much Sonic. I was the Sonic guy. Oh, let's go Shinobi.
There's another one, Shinobi, that you can get that has the dog in it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like Shinobi 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
I want to play that one.
So what's the game do you remember playing the most? Did we play the most? So we've already named several of them.
Well, in any of those games, you and I would sit down and we'd play together.
Yeah.
Down in the basement. And then some years later, when we came up to East Tennessee, we would play a lot of the newer stuff.
Yeah.
But we had a gas. I mean, we were always playing games. We had a lot of fun outdoors, but we had a lot of fun indoors playing our video games. Atari 2600, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis.
Yeah.
TurboGrafx 16. We had every. I would be surprised if there are very few systems we did not own.
Yeah. Well, I don't think we went. I was very spoiled as a kid, that's for sure. Ninja Gaiden. We're showing Ninja Gaiden right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised they didn't show Altered Beast. Where was that?
Boy, Altered Beast has to give the award for the worst sound chip work ever.
Oh. Excuse us.
There's actually a 3D version of Altered Beast if you did buy it on the 3DS eShop before it closed down.
Yeah.
That you could have purchased, but
that's amazing.
I'm not going there.
That's
I don't care
amazing.
How cheap it was.
All right, so Sega Master System, and I remember actually, I'm gonna pause this here real quick. I worked at a place when I was in college, and I was working at a physical therapy place.
Right.
It was an occupational therapist who had a Master System. He never used it. He was going to use it for dexterity purposes for people who are trying to get like micro movements in their hands back.
Yep.
And I got it from him for like next to nothing. And
he gave it to me.
Yep.
I got tight for money and I sold it.
You got good money for that, right? Well, how much was that Master System?
About $500.
$500. This thing was pristine.
It was pristine. We need to do this on an episode.
It was in the box, the styrofoam. It was all good. The styrofoam wasn't even broken.
What have you sold that you really regret? The Sega Master System is one of those things.
I bawled my eyes out when I heard. No, just kidding.
My Vectrex.
Yeah.
I should have never sold my Vectrex.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yeah. Anyway.
These are just things, guys.
But Chris and I also spent a lot of time in the arcades, which is something Bentley probably didn't do with his dad.
We didn't. And what we were just talking about outside before we started the podcast, we talked about lining up quarters on the machines, right?
Yeah. Remember, if a machine was taken, you'd put a quarter there to hold your place. And when they died the next time, they were supposed to turn it over to you.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That was awesome. Well, and we just a little plug. We're going to put up some gameplay. We just played Golden Axe. We're going to put up on Elder Geek Gamer at YouTube and Gamer Like Dad at YouTube. But we beat it.
Yeah, it's messy.
It's messy. It's messy. But I've never played a game in 20, 30 minutes and beat.
Half of it came from the fact we didn't know what button did what.
No. But the nice thing about these old arcade games is you can just keep hitting extra coins, extra coins.
Mashy.
We probably spent about, we think $20, $20 or $30 to beat the game.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So what does Bentley have as far as memories go with you?
Bentley, do you have what's
right,
one of your
yeah.
earlier ones?
There's a lot. Let's see. So I'd say one of the best ones is probably with Mini Ninjas and some of the PlayStation
yeah.
games. And when I think about Mini Ninjas, like every once in a while, I'll just remember it. And it's like
PS3.
one of the best games ever. And then also, like, yeah, there's a few more. I think that was the main one on PS3, but also like this hamster game where you'd go through like tunnels. Don't even remember what it was called, but it was. I remember I was slightly addicted to it.
I can't even recall.
And, yeah, but Mini Ninjas for sure.
Remember how
With,
they
like-
go, mini ninjas?
Yeah. And then the different bosses, like the one that like farts
I was
everywhere.
just going to pull up the fart
Fart
boss.
clouds that you have to avoid so you don't like suffocate.
He literally slams down. He like has this pole. He's like slams down. You hear, and like this green gas covers the whole
gaseous cloud.
the dojo.
best.
Yeah,
Beware
So
the
good.
gaseous cloud.
Yeah.
we laughed so hard at that game.
It
I actually
was-
tried that game because you guys liked it so much.
Mhm.
Yeah,
What's the other one with Sackboy?
Oh.
All the Sackboy
Yeah.
games.
Right. Yeah.
Those were just
Those were
freaking
fun.
awesome.
Little Big Planet.
Little Big Planets, yeah.
Yeah, we played those.
Mhm.
You played actually those with Grandpa
Yeah, we did.
or
Mhm.
Came over a few
Elder Geek
times.
Gamer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd go over to his house and play those quite a bit with him. That-
Yep.
I must say, so I'm just reliving basically through you guys because I remember Mini Ninjas. I remember having a blast. As a matter of fact, we still have the disc. I have in the case. I have the hope that someday PlayStation will get their butts together and let you play things on a system because you can't play Mini Ninjas on like PS5. I don't
I
think,
don't think so.
or at me in the comments. I might be wrong, but I don't think you can. I don't think you can play a PS3 game. You know?
Well, there are some you can't play, yes. Through
Yeah.
their backwards catalog. I forget which tier they call that.
Yeah.
Extra.
I don't know. Yeah, I haven't participated in
But you
those
can't
tiers.
download them. You have to stream them. And they don't look that great.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Resistance was one of my favorite PS3s, and I tried it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Well, there's our walk down memory lane.
The walk down memory lane, and I've had multiple experiences. I can name a ton. I think we should add these as we go because I think as we talk about other consoles, you know, in the later next episodes, we can share memories from those consoles and stuff too.
Yep.
Because man, I remember those. Now that you guys talk about it, it's vivid in the memories, in the memory banks.
It's insane in the membrane.
Insane in the membrane. Is that all we have for the podcast tonight?
I believe so.
Awesome, guys. It's been a little bit of a long one. We tried to kind of keep it short, but you know how we always fail at that. I think it's about
and
45 minutes.
the 3DS shop has officially closed.
Oh, can we
8
have a
minutes
moment of
ago.
silence? Here. If you don't, so you don't have to listen to Dad. Oh, wait, that was Duck Hunt. That was a good one. Let's do another one.
I feel like this is too exciting. We
That's
need
too
something
cheery. We need
depressing.
something sad. No,
We
that's,
only have hype music.
I have two. That's Sonic.
Oh,
Wasn't that good?
That
good.
was pretty good.
With the cha-ching. Everybody put in their last final orders for the 3DS eShop and the Wii U.
I'd like some fries with that, please.
And I heard it was a bear. You had to buy cards to do it. How did you do it?
Oh no, you just went to your current Switch account, and you should have had your 3DS and your Wii U linked to your Switch account. You had money to your Switch account, and when you go into the store for your 3DS or for your Wii U, that money shows up there.
Okay.
You couldn't add it through the old stores anymore, but you could add it through the new Switch store.
Got it. I heard some people were having difficulties because some people were saying you could only use the cards.
No, that's what they make it look like if you
Got it.
do some research.
Got it.
But Elder Geek Gamer took the time to understand.
Well, we're sorry we were late. We didn't quite give you guys the heads up as to, tell you to hit the eShop before it closed because now it's closed. But it was nice to have this podcast on the eve of the closing of the eShop and reminisce a little bit about games past and all the good memories we've had, guys. I appreciate, again, very thankful for all the memories that I have with both of these guys, these gentlemen to my left and right. And I'm glad we can share with you guys. Thanks again for joining us. Where can they find you again, Dad?
At Elder Geek Gamer and on YouTube.
Awesome. Bentley, where can they find you?
Same place as you, Gamer Like Dad, on YouTube.
Yeah, Gamer Like That on YouTube.
And I don't post a whole heck of a lot, so please forgive me, but there is some neat content there. If you want to check it out and like and subscribe, it would be really appreciated.
Absolutely. Please go check out Dad's channel, like and subscribe. He does fantastic job on collectibles, and he's got great. You're still working on your room tour.
My eternal room tour.
Well, it takes a lot of work to put together a room tour video. You've done one before, and your room has changed a lot.
It has.
So, guys, you have to bear with him, but he's putting together a, nice video. We've had actual professional come in and record some things too.
Yep.
So, yeah. Anyway, looking forward to that. What do we have, Bentley? We're going to do, I don't know, something.
Yeah.
If Bentley stops playing video games before I can get to them, then maybe we'll record something.
Yeah, we're going to start a Minecraft playthrough, and then I'm going to go off on my own, beat Minecraft.
I love the reality.
And then what I'll do, guys, is I'll make a video of a montage of all the unfinished games with me with a sad face in the corner.
What we could do is we could just like go back to some old footage, because we have footage of us playing let's see, what is it? Animal Crossing.
True.
Like 3 years ago when we were first trying to start the channel. So,
yeah.
I'm glad we all got together tonight.
That could be it. Yeah, absolutely. Guys, thanks again so much. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment. Oh, leave that comment on any of your, where you get the podcast. Leave a review. We need those reviews. That'd be great. 1 to 5 stars.
Good or bad?
Yeah.
Be honest.
Yeah, we do. We wouldn't mind some nice critiques.
I have pity on a 70-year-old man who could really use the self, rewards and achievements.
He needs a boost.
I just need a mental boost. Please help me.
All right, guys. With that, thank you so much again for watching and listening, and we will see you in episode 7 in hopefully 2 weeks if we stay on schedule. We're gonna do it, right, guys? We're gonna try.
Absolutely.
Maybe. All right, guys.
Okay.
Thanks again. We'll see you next time.
Take care. See ya.